walls. The walls. We all know the walls, right? These walls that we see.
Yep.
But how many invisible walls have you passed through? Have you gone through to get where you are today? You ask yourself about the many invisible walls that actually block you. One of the walls, and a very, 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 very big one, is not the physical one, it's not the invisible one. It's actually an audio one. Audio. And it comes in many different ways. The judge's decision is final, and no correspondence will be entered into. Have you seen that?
Yes.
When you look inside your soap pack and you want to enter that competition to win a Toyota Corolla, you find at the end there, the judge's decision is final and no correspondence will be entered into. So it starts at 13 years old. I had never seen what a town looks like. I had never been inside an automobile. I had never been in a car or a bus. Way down in my village. And my stepfather, I just finished standard 5, going to what they call standard 6 that term, which is your grade 8. And my stepfather says to my mother, you must go to work, I don't have money. The judge's decision is final. They've ruled you, they've judged you. That's it. But do you believe what the judges say? Let's take a ride. I then went to a farm next to our little Opi mountain called the Melrose farm. And I asked for work there. I was 13 years old. I had never been to town. And they gave me a job. And that job, you know, the farmers, they plow. So we are harvesting maize and putting them in sacks. 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. My salary was 60 cents a day. Discouraging, right? The judge's decision is final. If it is discouraging, you are allowing the judge to make a final stand on it. So I worked for 60 cents a day, 6 to 6. And at the end of the holidays of that December, because I wanted to go to school the following year, to go do my Form 1, I had earned about 8 rand in total. But from that 8 rand, my mom was able to get on the bus with me, whereby I will experience that the trees are actually traveling. The trees can move fast. I've never seen trees moving before. So I was standing the whole trip and the bus was not full. So I get to town, I see my mother is holding a 13-year-old with his hand and we're crossing. She's telling me, those are the robots. As we are about to cross the railway line, the train goes, whoa! He says, that's a train. Standing there, this thing, long thing is going, not forever. You see, a new world had opened from that 60 cents a day. It was supposed to, from my stepfather's words, that was the wall. That was the end. The end. The 60 cents was like, no, never. The judge's decision, right? So I ended up in town. I bought my first shoes, Toughies. They're still there. When I go ahead, Pep, you'll find butter Toughies. Those were the shoes I bought, and I bought gray flannel trousers and a blue shirt going to school. And they got some money, and I went to pay some little money, and I went to my standard 6. That's the journey started. Fast forward, I looked for a job, so that was 60 cents. I looked for a job in Polokwane. I finished matric. Now I can't continue still again. My mom says, go to town and look for a job. So I go to town. I end up at this house whereby there are doing a concrete slab in somebody's garage. I worked for 2 days. Hey, I never went back. Then I walked around. I ended up at Coca-Cola bottling company, and some security guy said, "Come inside. There must be a job there." I go there. I end up being a conveyor belt mechanics spanner boy, and I worked for 2 months. But there was a problem. There's another judge who's trying to finish my story. The security guard who told me there's a job, he starts wanting interest. Every time I get my earnings, I must drop something. That discouraged me, and I left the job. So I went back into town again, and by fate, one day I left home, and my mother never saw me back. While I was sitting under a tree one day, some guys started running, and I said, "Wait, listen." He said, "Why are you sitting there? There's a job." I ran, following them. I ended up in some offices. DEBA, the Employment Bureau of Africa. And there I was recruited to go and work in the mines, Gold Mine in Kalten. So I worked in the mines. I go to the mines. I work in the mine. I find that I passed my trip. Now I'm in the mine. Now I'm speaking this language now. Selaelo Selota. Ninafundile lo mthatho kalo mine. Ngesikhathi wena joba kalo mine unafaka lo qobo. Unafaka lo maboots. I worked there for 3 years. 60 cents, 45 rents, and it goes back. And in the mine, I'm getting 25 rents a week. But what I left home, I did not want to see it again. I didn't want to see my siblings starving. I didn't want to see my mother starving. I wanted to change something. And these conditions cannot tell me that it's over and done. It's not final. The judge's decision is not final. So I worked in the mines, and I remember that by the time I left the mines, because I went into the mine in April 1984, but when I left the mine, I had come to Johannesburg by default, coming to look for a job, to buy some clothes. I end up at Market Theatre. And I saw people acting, people act whatever, others are doing music. I ended up learning music. So fast forward again, I started working at KPS as a cleaner. And at the end of my first year, the manager who started the KPS Jazz Club did not know that actually every fortnight when I get my 94 rents now this time, I would go to a music shop and put some money to say, that guitar, I like that guitar. It's a labor. And when I finished that year, and I went and pulled that guitar out of the store, I remember me going to him and saying, "I see you are recording, you are booking these guys to perform here. One day I'm going to perform here. Are you going to record me live?" He said, "Oh, Timmy, please." Yes, yet another one. Moving quickly, the following year, with that guitar, I entered the Shell Road to Fame. Oh. Man, I did not finish the song, at the Johannesburg City Walk. What? Oh, thank you! I couldn't believe it, man. So what did I do? I got down and practiced, and practiced, and practiced. A few years later, some of my colleagues went to University of Cape Town. But because I was practicing, they started talking at University of Cape Town. You see, what you don't know is that as much as you think you're struggling, fate, your final fate is walking with you, along with you. It's walking along with you and pacing you. The guy started talking in Cape Town. There's this guy who plays guitar. And the faculty at that time does not have enough quota You see 90% now of black students. Why? Because we are now heading into 1994 and the faculty wants to change. Surely we're going to have elections, these people are going to win, and our faculty is not really nicely looking. So I get a letter from some lecturer, please fill in these forms and come to university. We will look for money when you're here. I ended up at the University of Cape Town. And there I was with my practice. I found myself ahead of the pack. When I say ahead, I mean even up to fourth year students would come to me and say, how do you approach this song? Literally, you can go and call Professor Jeff Mapaya, he's a professor now. Your Dr. Selaelo was part of my band. They know where I've been. Those people who've got doctorate, they are professors and so on. They were here, right behind me. Then, at university, this was me. 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm the one who's waiting for them to open that door of the faculty. 12 o'clock midnight, is the campus control that's we can see the light, get out of there. Everybody's gone, I'm left there. So, you know, in those 2 years, in 1995, 96, I started sending out demos. I can tell you now that all my demos included Terpa, Mamudieri, Sishiru, they were all rejected by the record companies, Sony, BMG, whatever. And then I remember one day I got a letter from Linda Lukis. It says, thank you for sending your demo. However, after listening to your music, we're sorry to tell you that your music is not suitable for Sony. So I took that letter, I laminated it to show him in future. I could see, I knew where I was going. So,
yes.
And then soon after that, around 1997, I went to perform in France, big festival in France. And immediately after that, in 1999, I was invited to perform at the North Sea Jazz Festival in Holland. You can only perform there when you have a record. I performed there without the record. If you Google Selaelo Selota Quintet, 1999 North Sea Jazz Festival, you'll find it. So, you know, these are the processes. The final one was me entering the Old Mutual Jazz into the Future Talent Search. The rules and regulations, at the end, the winners will get a record deal. The judge's decision is final. I never won. And after not winning, I came to Johannesburg one day. I started asking baseline, hippies. I sent you demos. You guys never booked me. Promoters, I sent you demos. You guys never booked me. Record companies, I sent you demos. You guys never recorded me. Can I have my demos? Once I collected one, my first demo from Team Music Men of Joy of Jazz, I felt so good. Wow, the feeling was, this is a great feeling. I'm taking back my power. What they thought is final, is not final. I felt good. I started collecting blues. And the last one, I call BMG Records and say, my name is Selaelo Selota, can I come and fetch my demo? They're like, yeah, you can come and fetch it, but it's 4 o'clock, we are going home. Can you come tomorrow? I come tomorrow. I go the following day. The following day I go there, 12 o'clock. And the boss, Dave Thompson, who was on Idols, who was the A&R director. When they bring the demo, he asks Eshla, whose demo is that? No, it's some guy outside. His name is Selaelo Selota. Selaelo Selota, can I check him out? He comes out. He says, are you Selaelo Selota? I say, yes, I am. Says, do you have 5 minutes? I say, sure. We go into his office. He gets to the music system. He presses a button. Out! Best my music. When I listen to it, I'm like, this is the concert I played of the Old Mutual. What you don't know is that at the Old Mutual, the judge's decision was final. They were winners. I was not one of the winners. But after that, they took the demo, the recording of the finals, to a music critic, Gwen Ansel. She lectures at VETS. And then as she listened to this music, she said, yeah, Judith Sephuma, great singer. She won, well, best vocalist, best instrumentalist, so and so and so. But who is this Selaelo Selota? So Dave says, can I have these 2 songs of yours? Now we're not recording them. We are putting all their songs 2 as a compilation. I said, no compilation of my songs. I came here to fetch my demo. Can we have a deal? I don't know the deal. I didn't know the lingo. I said, no deal. I'm not making any deals with anybody with my song. He says, no, but can we have a deal? I said, listen, the reason why I performed these songs at Old Mutual is because these are my trump card songs. They must be on my album, not on some demo. He says, do you have other songs? I said, yeah, I've got a cassette in my car. I played at the North Sea Jazz Festival. They came back, the radio station that was broadcasting, they gave me a cassette. He says, can I have it? I give it to him. Can I collect tomorrow when I go to Cape Town? He says, yes. This was like 12:30 or 1:30. Around 6 o'clock the same day, I get a call. Hello? Yes. This is Dave Thompson. Yeah, what's up? What you need? He says, I'm done with the deal. What deal? I will never need deals with my song. There's a young lady who's just lost a sister. May the sister's soul rest in peace in Cape Town. She says she's got 25,000 rands for me to record my own album. No, I mean a recording deal contract. Yes? Recording deal. Yes, that's what I meant all this time. The confidence that you said you're going to make it. You go and perform overseas. You say you're whatever. You say you are the winner. And yet we say we've got winners here. You see, they said the judge's decision is final. They've got their own winners. Don't ever let anybody or any wall or any invisible wall be the judge of your destiny. Because destiny cannot be judged. It is something that is invisible that walks with you all the way, wherever you go. You understand? Your path is your path. The judge's decision is final. It's actually yours. That finality is your own. Nothing, no wall, no invisible wall can judge your destiny, where you're going. You understand? So that myth, it taught me a lot from the beginning when I saw, whoa, I won't finish school. No, I'm going to earn 60 cents and go to school. So what I learned is that throughout this journey, what I started realizing is that I was not passing obstacles. I was not going over hurdles. I was actually staking all my obstacles on top of each other and standing on top of them and going higher, making sure that I always see my obstacles. If you pass them and leave them behind, you're going to trip one day because you don't see that you're walking round. The earth is round and you're going to find them. Wow.